Today we can deals about the Rixia. It is belongs to the Hepaticopsida. In Rixia we can deals about the systematic position, external morphology, internal structure of the thallus, then the reproduction, vegetative reproduction, sexual reproduction, sporophyte, dehiscence of sporophyte, germination of spore, and life cycle of the Rixia. The Rixia, first we can deal about the systematic position in Rixia. Rixia belongs to the division Bryophyta, class Hepaticae, order Marchantiales, family Rixiaceae, and the genus Rixia. The division Bryophyta, it can includes the plant body. It is a gametophyte. The characters of Bryophyta, it can shows the plant body. It is a gametophyte, means gamete bearing plant body. The gametophytes without vascular tissues. The sporophytic phase is dependent on the gametophyte. Sex organs are multicellular with sterile jacket, and rhizoids are unicellular. The class Hepaticae or Hepaticopsida, the characters of the class Hepaticopsida, it can shows the plants they are dorsiventrally flattened, dorsal as well as ventral, means dorsal means upper surface, ventral means lower surface. Dorsally as well as ventrally plant body is a flattened means septate. The thallus possesses unicellular non-septate rhizoids. Non-septate means without a septa. There is no septa. That is non-septate rhizoids are present. Chloroplast without pyrenoids. Columella is absent in capsule. Then order Marchantiales. This order Marchantiales, it has its special characters. Which are the characters of order Marchantiales? There are two types of rhizoids, that is smooth walled rhizoids and tuberculate rhizoids are present. Then internally thallus is differentiated into dorsal region or air chambers with photosynthetic pigments, and ventral parenchymatous region is also present. Family Rixiaceae, it can show ear pores, they are simple. Sex organs develop singly in open cavities on the mid dorsal line, and sporophyte consists of only capsule. Foot and seta is absent. The genus Rixia, this genus Rixia, it can show scales on the margin, assimilatory filaments, they are unbranched. Then next point is the distribution, where the Rixia can be distributed. The Rixia, it is a worldwide in distribution, means it can found throughout the world. There are about 200 species of Rixia. They are widely distributed in tropical and temperate regions of the world, and about 30 to 33 species they can be found in India, both in plains and hills. The plants are shade loving, they can grow in moist shady places or on the moist rocks or at the roofs of the houses, and they can grow in the aquatic places as well as they are moist and shade loving plants. Some common species of Rixia are the Rixia himalayensis, Rixia flutans, Rixia reticulata, Rixia cassiapi, and Rixia pandey. Then external morphology of the plant. The plant body, it is a thallus, it is a green in color, it is a dorsiventrally flattened. Dorsiventrally flattened means dorsal as well as ventral side, it becomes flat, ribbon-like, thin, and on the dorsal surface, it can shows the median line, it is called as midrib. At the apical side, there is apical notch is present in which growing point is situated. And on the ventral surface of the thallus, it can shows the rhizoids and scales. The rhizoids are of the two types, and scales, they are present at the margins. The simple scales and appendaged scales are present, and the rhizoids are of the two types. the smooth walled rhizoids and tuberculated rhizoids are present, and these rhizoids, they can help for the anchoring the plant to the substratum and absorption of water and minerals. Then internal structure of thallus. This is the internal structure of thallus. It is diagrammatic figure. It can show the two regions. The upper region, it is assimilatory region or it is photosynthetic region, and lower region, it is the storage region. Internally, the thallus, it is a boat shaped because the thallus at the midrib region, the head region, it is a thick, and at the margins it becomes thin, and therefore it is a boat shaped structure. Then the detailed internal structure, it can shows the upper photosynthetic region. This is the upper photosynthetic region and this is the lower storage region. The photosynthetic region, it consists of unbranched photosynthetic filaments, and at the tip of this filament there is a single layer, colorless layer of cell is present. They are hyaline and they can form the upper epidermis, in which the air pores are present, and these air pores, they can be present deep into the photosynthetic region, and they forms the air chamber. Then these photosynthetic filaments, they contains the chloroplast, and function of this region is the photosynthesis, or that is assimilation. And at the lower side there is a lower region is present, it is called as storage region. These cells are parenchymatous in nature. They can store the food material in the form of the starch. And at the lower side there is the lower epidermis is present, from which rhizoids and scales are arises. Rhizoids are of the two types, that is smooth walled rhizoids and tuberculated rhizoids. In case of smooth walled rhizoid, their inner wall is smooth. There is no any type of projection, therefore they are called as smooth walled rhizoids. And tuberculate rhizoids, at their inner walls, they can show the inner peg-like projections or tubercles. Therefore, these rhizoids are called as tuberculate rhizoids. And function of both these rhizoids is similar, that is anchoring the plant to the substratum and absorption of water and minerals. So this is about the internal structure of the thallus in Erixia.